Previously on Matthew Rodriguez World Learning Edition on Nid Jr. Hello, Paw Patrol fans! Welcome back to Matthew Rodriguez World Learning Edition on Nid Jr. And today, in my new episode story, we are still learning about Paw Patrol, Sea Patrol, Pups Save Their Pirate Sea Patroller episode. My new episode story of learning. Alright, everybody. Are you ready to continue learning about Paw Patrol, Sea Patrol, Pups Save Their Pirate Sea Patroller episode learning? That's great, everyone. Alright, everybody, here we go. When Sid Swashbuckle, he stole the Ferris wheel last night in Adventure Beach. Then Mayor Goatway noticed that the Ferris wheel was gone, and then the Paw Patrol climbed aboard the Sea Patroller, and then they set off to find the missing Ferris wheel it was stolen. Then Marshall knew it was Sid Swashbuckle who took it, and then, in the middle of the ocean, then Sid Swashbuckle and Arby pushed the Ferris wheel into the ocean and bottom of the sea, and then it was a distraction. And then when the Paw Patrol climbed aboard the Sub Patroller number 16, and then the Paw Patrol dive underwater, and then Sky activate her underwater floaties, and then her underwater balloon floaties rise the Ferris wheel up to the surface. And then when the Paw Patrol noticed that Sid Swashbuckle, he stole the Sea Patroller, and then Marshall and Chase raced after him. But then, Marshall accidentally bumped the Ferris wheel and then it sunk to the bottom of the ocean again. Marshall doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't do it, right? Of course he doesn't, everyone, because Marshall is a good pup. He is my friend. So now, Marshall and Chase are still after Sid Swashbuckle and Arby. And then Sid Swashbuckle, he activates the Sea Patroller into a Sea Patroller truck boat. And then, that's right, kids, the Sea Patroller has monster truck tires. That's why it needs it can drive on water and land. Pretty cool, huh? And then, when Marshall pressed the reverse button, and then he crashed into an island. And then Sid Swashbuckle, he captured Marshall, and then he is now a pirate pup. And then Sid Swashbuckle and Arby are setting off to Adventure Beach. And then, when Sid Swashbuckle and Arby are approaching the island, then Mayor Goodway noticed it was them. And they're headed towards Adventure Beach. Can the Paw Patrol stop him before he steals everything? We'll find out on the new episode of Matthew Rodriguez World Learning Edition. Paw Patrol, Sea Patrol, Pups Save Their Pirate Sea Patroller. Episode 5. Alright then, when Sid Swashbuckle activate the Sea Patroller's wheels, then they were riding on land. And then Zuma warned the people and he said, "Everyone, evacuate the beach! Sid Swashbuckle and Arby are coming right at us! Everybody evacuate!" So the people run away as fast as they could. Meanwhile, at Captain Turbot's lighthouse, then Captain Turbot and Ryder and the Paw Patrol have an idea to distract Sid Swashbuckle to get Marshall back. And then Captain Turbot has an idea. "Nothing, a coolant strategy," he said. And then when Sid Swashbuckle and Arby were on Adventure Beach, and then the Sea Patroller activated the wheels, and then Mayor Goatway, and she said, "Shame on you, you naughty pirate boy!" And then Sid Swashbuckle activate the Sea Patrol's Mega Crane. And then it grabbed the lifeguard's chair and put it on the Sea Patroller. And then Mayor Goatway gasped. She noticed that Sid Swashbuckle is stealing everything. And Marshall gasped too. "Oh no, this is not good," he said. And then Sid Swashbuckle was having fun. He said, "I need that beach umbrella, and that chair, and that girl's on floaty." And then Zuma shouted, "Everyone, evacuate the beach! Abandoned beach!" he cried. And then Sid Swashbuckle grabbed Mayor Goatway's hat. And then she said, Oh, not my good hat. And chicken lettuce as well, too. And then they ran off away from the beach. And then Marshall, he immediately called Ryder and the Paw Patrol and he said, Ryder, Sid's taking everything at Adventure Beach and we're in trouble. Don't worry, Marshall, we'll save you. Because Captain Turbot's got a plan to distract that pirate. How can you do that? Easy. We'll use this pirate ship to make it look like the pirate ship is lost at sea. Captain Turbot's gonna put that thing on the light at the lighthouse. Do you think it's gonna work? Well, I hope so, okay. Okay. And I will distract this swashbuckle, okay? I'll get Robo-Dog out. You got this, Marshall. I can always count on you, my buddy. And then when Sid, Swashbuckle, and Arby are approaching the Paw Patrol Sea Patrol headquarters, and then Sid spotted the Paw Patrol vehicles. And then he said, now we can get what we want. Those Paw Patrol boats. I need them. And then when Sid Swashbuckle was about to take the Sea Patroller vehicles, and then Rocky raised the pirate ship. And then Captain Turbot turned on the lights. And then the Paw Patrol gasped. Whoa! Now that is one cool pirate ship in the distance. Meanwhile, on the Sea Patroller, Marshall, he spotted a pirate ship in the sea in the fog. And then Marshall called out to Sid Swashbuckle and he said, Sid, another pirate ship! Avast! Ahoy! Isn't that the biggest ship you have ever seen? Aye, said Sid Swashbuckle. Now that's the perfect pirate ship. RB, set sail to sea. Ready, Captain Boss, Mr. Sid, sir. And then Arby turned the Sea Patroller around and set off to the sea. And then Chase looked up at his telescope to see that Sid Swashbuckle and Arby are setting out to sea. And he said, Ryder, Sid's heading back out to sea. That's great, Chase, because he's too distracted. Then Ryder has an idea. Chase, use your megaphone to sound like pirates lost at sea. Then Chase activated his megaphone and he said, Rough, megaphone! And then Captain Turbot and Chase, they were about to shout at like pirates lost at sea, and they said, Yo-ho, avast! This is the biggest pirate ship we ever seen! Ahoy, matey, ahoy! And then Arby knows they sound like pirates lost at sea on their new pirate ship. And he said, Captain Boss, Mr. Sid, sir, it sounds like the pirates are in trouble. Aye, that'll be easy for the taking. Robo-Dog, said Marshall, where are you? And then Robo-Dog called out to Marshall. And he said, Arf, Arf, you're there. Oh my goodness, you're okay. So Marshall activated the door hatch. And Marshall was glad that Robo-Dog is okay. Then Marshall's got a plan for Robo-Dog. And he said, Robo-Dog, I'll distract the pirate. Once I distract them, you stop the Sea Patroller. Then Robo-Dog has an idea too. And then Robo-Dog was in position. And then Marshall was getting ready for the distractions. And Sid Swashbuckle was surprised to see Marshall with his water cannons. And he said, Aye, matey, what are you doing with those water cannons? He said. Just scrubbing the deck, said Marshall. There's nothing to see here. Aye, I hope you scrub the deck, okay? And then Marshall, and he said, Arf, arf, water cannons, activate! And then Marshall started to squirt him and he slipped. Whoa, he cried. And then Sid Swashbuckle laughed. Ha ha ha, you're such a clumsy pup. And then Marshall squirt on him. Whoa, cried Sid. Hey, you silly pup. Nobody wants to get this Buccaneer wet. He knows what he means, said Arby. He doesn't like getting wet. Sorry, said Marshall. I'm having trouble turning off my cannons. Then I'll do it, said Sid Swashbuckle. And then he started chasing after Marshall, and when Robo-Dog got into position, he nearly got in. And then he stopped the Sea Patroller. And then it stopped. And then the Paw Patrol and the Sub Patroller and Ryder Sir were still underneath the water. And then they were underneath the Sea Patroller. And then Rubble shout out, It's the Sea Patroller, said Rubble. That's right, Pups. We're gonna get the Sea Patroller back, once and for all. To be continued. Sid Swashbuckle's about to turn off Marshall's cannons, and Sid is getting away. Can Marshall distract him? Can he save the day? We'll find out on the new episode of Matthew Rodriguez World Learning Edition on Nick Jr.